He said, if we were to take certain dates from a particular region of Medina in Arabia, and you consume these dates regularly, it will prevent you from X, Y, and Z diseases. If you were to take this black seed, regularly and so on, it will prevent you from so many different diseases.
That's true with lots of different foods, and that's quite a natural situation. There's this saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So you can get a really bad illness, right, and be really ill, and you sweat it out, and you come out the other end, that's strengthened your immune system.
Yeah. So our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
You agree with that?
And the injections, when they give the children the injections, later on, people develop cancer. There's a doctor who has said he has never treated anybody he's never treated anyone that's been vaccinated with not being vaccinated for cancer. Everyone that is ever treated were vaccinated for children.
Have you guys had this corona? I've not had it. Have you had it? You guys have had it? Don't say, excuse my language. Do not.
Can I ask you a quick question?
So that's why one of the things Islam has in the Quran about in Islam, in the Quran, there's a dietary law God provides, and for a reason which you'll appreciate.
A good reason.
The reasons are the things God prohibits us from, they're not good for us. Yeah. So when, for example, Islam tells us God tells us in the Quran, don't eat blood, dead meat, anything that's
carrion and
yes,
dirty animals,
and for example, porcine or pork. Yes. Yeah. You and I would know that these are reasons to avoid in the first place, because these are not healthy for us. And God says, in one of the statements of the Prophet that God is pure, and He wants us to also be pure and to eat some pure. Inna Allah tayyib, and He doesn't accept anything else except pure. God is, pure, and He doesn't accept anything that is pure. So He wants us to eat pure foods, consume drinks which are also pure and good for us. That's why perhaps now you realize why Islam prohibits people from drinking alcohol, because alcohol befogs the mind and impairs your judgment. And Islam says,
I don't drink alcohol. I don't like it.
I can appreciate, because I consider we are already within the same mind frame, because this is what Islam wants us to do, and to be ourselves, healthy, so that we can live in a healthy life. And that's why you also find in the Quran, and that's why what I'm saying is, you love the Quran when you read it. It says, ظهر الفساد corruption has occurred in the land and the sea because what man's hand have earned. We have polluted the air, we have polluted the land, we have polluted the sea. God is saying, this is what you've done. You are polluting it. Who's creating layers, holes in the ozone layer? We are doing this. So God is saying, look, He has created everything in balance. Do not destroy the balance. وَلَا تُخْسِرُوا الْمِيزَانَ. Do not destroy the balance that God has put. That is why it is important for us to, as you say, to understand, right? What is this exact balance that God has created us with? It's this guidance. We need to follow that. I mean, you might find, okay, what's this medicine that's good? This Quran, because God knows what's better for us than we know ourselves. So when we go and read the Quran, not only when in physical matters of food and drinks, God prohibits us from avoiding, which is bad for us, spiritual things. For example, backbiting. People talking against you behind your back. Quran says this is like eating the dead flesh of your own brother. That's how backbiting is. Would you want to eat the dead flesh of your brother? No. You would not.
My brother's I don't like
backbiting is like this, when you backbite something. So even this everyday interactions of how we interact with people in life, whether we cheat and lie or backbite and so on, Islam gives us the guidance to avoid this kind of spiritual diseases. Because disease is not of the physical only body, disease of the mind and the spirit. And Islam gives you the holistic solution to get rid of these things, and then you realize how can you be racist to a white person or a black person when both of us, we came from the same Adam and Eve?
Well, have you been to Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
I've been twice, and I've been. Now I mean, Islam, Sunni Muslims, Saudi Arabia. They've got very rich people there, and they have all the money, don't they? You were aware of this?
Yeah.
No, that's wrong, isn't it?
They have the wealth that they have from this riches of oil and so on and so forth. It should have been the wealth of the Muslim population overall. But anyway, certain people are only controlling this wealth. So coming back to this overall cure, you see, the world is suffering a lot because of this people's spiritual lack of health within it. Racism, bigotry, hatred, prejudice, intolerance. Where does this come from?
See you tomorrow, yeah?
All right.
You take care. What is it? These are diseases of the heart.
I know that.
People need to come away from this and become clean in their
Do
hearts.
you not think, though, that that's been encouraged with kids and people being indoctrinated? They've encouraged, at the minute, there's like race baiting going on.
Yeah, they're trying to
cause problems
divide
between black
the people.
and white
They want to,
That's
you know,
deliberate.
put one people against the other.
They're called race baiters.
Yes.
They're trying to turn people
Against each other, exactly.
It's terrible. I just think, why do
You will love this statement from the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
But most kids, no kids are racist at all. It's when they get older that
When they're at school, I
But when
mean,
they're
they don't have any understanding like this. Oh, you're a black child or a pink child. They're all children. They play with each other. It's only at later stage
But they get
they're indoctrinated.
at school.
That is
and
why-
they get taught all these bad,
Absolutely.
bad
You know,
habits.
And it's
we are-
communists and the Marxists that are causing all
we
this
are
shit
all
going on.
in this one
Communists and
fine-tuned
Marxists, I don't like it.
mind frame. You know what? You will love to hear what Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said. In one of his final sermon, before he passed away, he talked about this, you know. Know that there is no distinction, differences between a Arab and a non-Arab. An Arab is no superior to a non-Arab and vice versa. No black person is superior to a white person, and no white person is superior to a black person. The only difference and distinction, as the Quran says, is in righteousness and piety and God consciousness. So racism was eliminated from the time of the Prophet ﷺ. So why should people have hatred because your skin color is different? Because you speak a different language? Because, you know,
and nurture, isn't it?
yeah, listen, you will love it.
I've got a copy. I have a copy.
Do you have a copy?
I have.
There you go, it's for you.
My hero is Jesus. I love Jesus.
Jesus was one of the mighty messengers of Islam,
Jesus,
after whom came Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
goodness, and that's it.
Yeah.
To me, if you're good, you're good. If you're bad, you're bad. You've got
So
a choice.
if you follow Jesus, according to our tradition, Jesus was a messenger that was sent.
One of the prophets.
He was one of the mighty messengers of God that was sent, but he wasn't the last of all the prophets. He wasn't the last of all the prophets. There's one more for you, sorry. He wasn't the last of all the prophets. And a prophet to come after him, he also mentioned that. Jesus, according to our tradition, was one of the mighty messengers who also prophesied about the last messenger to come, who was Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
That's right.
And that's the messenger.
And then he went down to Moses.
That's
and
the
then
messenger that we
Jesus,
should
and then
follow. If you follow Jesus, you should be following Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Moses, Jesus.
You take care, both of you. It was a pleasure to speak to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, just want let me come down and feel.
Hold this back to you. Any more? That's it, right?
I said to them, these campaigns are good. There's something happening. I might not have a
Yeah, sure. What is it? You could, I could lose.
Here was medicine. Mainly anti-vaccination, not anti-lockdown. Medicine, yeah. And then, mainly they say, why is all this happening? When you watch it, ask him a good time.
He does the thumbnails for you.
Brother, I have a message through your channel. Can I have it?
Good will have 2-3,000.
Okay, brother, Jazak Allah Khairan. Please subscribe, comment, and subscribe to Let's Unite Apple Haq and all channel, inshallah. Jazak Allah Khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Is he live?
Yeah.